Good morning, church. So good to be with you. Hey, if you are able to, we're going to start our service out with musical worship. If you're able to stand, would you please join us as we begin our service? Church, why don't you turn to your neighbor and welcome them this morning?
Good morning, LifeBridge. Happy 4th of July. I hope you guys had a really good 4th. That was a really important holiday for our country. Hope you guys had a really good time with family and friends. My name is Josh. I'm the pastor of Adult and Family Discipleship here at LifeBridge, and I'm very happy to see you all today. As always, we have some announcements. First one is if you're new here, we encourage you guys to step to the guest area we have in the back. There's a huge sign that says Welcome Center, Visitor Center. Go back. Let's get a gift bag and information about our church. I'll say more about how to get connected to our church in a second, but go back there and they'll get you directed into how to get connected to people and things in the church. Okay, also too, thank you for faithfully giving to the mission of our church to make disciples one home at a time. I encourage you to continue to give towards that mission. So there are ways to give on the screen, and I just encourage you guys to do that if you love what we do here. So I want to spotlight a ministry of our church called community groups. So these are groups that are all about growing together. And this is, if you're a new person in our church, community groups are the easiest thing to get connected with because they literally take place at 11 o'clock after the service. And there are 3 different groups we have that meet. One is Growing in Grace, which meets in the community room right across the church. We have Living in Faith Together, or LIFT, that meets in the gym, and we have Faith Builders that meets in the room next to the gym. So if you're looking to find a way to get connected to people in the church, this is a great way to do it, and I encourage you to check some out in the next few weeks. So this is really easy. Go in, come as you are, and enjoy some really cool people and some really cool relationships, and get connected there. That's the best place to start. Next, this is the last week to submit questions for a new sermon series called You Asked For It. So over the next couple months, we're going to be going through questions that you guys have submitted to us. So if you guys have really interesting, tough questions you want us to wrestle with and maybe preach from up front, then I encourage you guys to submit that. You can write it in your bulletin and drop it in one of the boxes around the church. There's a way to do it on our website. So if you want to submit a question, or scan the QR code on the screen. So if you want to submit a question because you're really curious about something and wants to preach on it, then submit a question and it might get selected. So the last thing I want to mention is we've got a pool party happening. And it's happening Sunday, July 21st. That's, I think, 2 weeks away. Okay, and it's going to be 6:30 to 8:30 at the Hawthorne Woods Aquatic Center. So this is an awesome chance to invite people you know to do something really fun as a church. We've done it for, I think, maybe 3-ish years. Jody would know. But it's been something we've really enjoyed, and it's been really fun. So please come to this and come ready to have some fun and to swim in the water and bring your kids. And it's a really fun experience, and we encourage you guys to mark your calendars and get ready for that. So that's all I have, and let's continue in some worship.
If you're able to, would you please stand?
Search the world, but it couldn't fill me. Man's empty praise, treasures of fame are never enough. You came along and put me back together. Desire is now satisfied.